The Transfer Student Association held an event to bring current and prospective transfer students together to meet and greet. MSU's Fashion Board's final show of the year had an exciting theme and location. Find out which MSU sorority held an event to raise money and awareness for the Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. We have all of this and more coming up on Take 30.
Good evening, I am Pranav Jadhav. What has the government decided on the number of troops in Afghanistan, and how are the students from a Pennsylvania high school involved in a drug ring? Also, what is the latest news on North Korea's nuclear endeavors? We have the details coming up.
And I'm Ashlyn Watkins. How is a Mississippi State student organization bringing students together? And what happened to a runaway that took a plane ride in an unusual way? But first, an Amber Alert has been issued for a toddler from Lowndes County. This is Take 30's breaking news. 2-year-old Malia Harris has been allegedly abducted by 34-year-old Donald Boyd Harris and 31-year-old Allison Studdard from Columbus early this morning. The pair have fled in a dark-colored Pontiac Aztek with a Georgia plate reading PGR 7927. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Harris and Studdard, please contact Highway Patrol of the Lowndes County Sheriff's Office at 855-642-378.
On Tuesday, South Korea released a shocking statement claiming that North Korea will soon be preparing for another nuclear test at its main underground blast site. These claims come only days before President Obama's visit to South Korea as part of his Asian tour. A statement released by South Korean Army said, quote, "We confirm that we have spotted several activities related to the nuclear test in Punggye-ri in North Korea," end quote. CNN reported South Korea has increased its military preparedness since Monday morning and was monitoring around the clock for signs of activity.
At the Kahului Airport in Maui, Hawaii, a crew found a young boy walking around the tarmac confused. The 16-year-old boy rode in the wheel well of a Boeing 767 Hawaiian airline plane. The boy was a runaway that scaled a fence at the San Jose International Airport and climbed into a wheel well that took him to Maui, Hawaii. Investigators are shocked about their survival since the plane reached about 40,000 feet in altitude and he was knocked unconscious due to the lack of oxygen. Experts say the freezing temperatures were what helped keep him alive, and the boy is currently with Child Welfare Services.
It was announced this past Monday that the Obama administration is looking at possibly lowering the amount of troops sent to Afghanistan. According to Fox News, after 2014, the numbers will decrease to 10,000 troops, which is the minimum. Pentagon officials say they need to train Afghan forces. The officials have also looked at lowering it to 5,000, but the military urges that this would be too low of a number to be able to defend themselves in case of an attack. It has not been decided if the current Afghan president will agree to this change. The current number of troops is at around 33,000.
The Transfer Student Association brought together current and prospective students to have a chance to get to know each other. The Mississippi State University Transfer Student Association held their last event of the semester, a crawfish boil. The event was held for current and prospective students that transferred to...
actually started 2 years ago, so it's brand new. There was never really anything for transfer students to plug them into campus or have them meet other transfer students or anything like that. So 2 years ago, on Cabinet, they added the position for Transfer Student Affairs.
Organizes many events to include new transfer students every semester. The goal of each event is to help the students transition easier to MSU. If you are a transfer student looking to join, you can follow the organization on Twitter.
At least 8 high school students were involved in a drug racket ring in Pennsylvania. According to a report CNN published, the suspects Neil Scott and Timothy Brooks allegedly sold cocaine, marijuana, hash oil and ecstasy at schools along the Main Line, which are a group of affluent towns and cities outside Philadelphia. They also employed at least 8 students, including 2 juveniles, to act as sub-dealers. To distribute the product, Montgomery County District Attorney Reza Furman said. Authorities told CNN in addition to the seizing the text messages during the investigation, they found 8 pounds of marijuana, 3 grams of hash oil, 23 grams of cocaine, and more than $11,000 in cash. The homes of Scott and Brooks, 2 AR-15 rifles and a pistol were also seized from their homes. Coming up, Jackson Meadows will update you on how MSU's baseball team extended its winning streak last night.
Also find out which MSU coach announced his retirement. Stay tuned.
Based on recent survey, Mississippi is ranked 3rd as worst state when it comes to littering.
Hey!
It is up to you to make a difference.
Seriously, the trash can's right there.
Do what's right and help prevent littering. Keep Mississippi clean and pick it up.
It used to be about black and white.
Things are different now. We live in a world of color.
We no longer live in a world of black and white.
I
am more than the color of my skin.
So Jackson, how did the Mississippi State baseball team fare last night in the Governor's Cup?
Last night our Bulldogs got a win against their in-state rival Ole Miss, keeping their winning streak alive. We'll have all that and more coming up on Take 30 News. Good evening and welcome to Take 30 Sports. I'm Jackson Meadows. Playing before a record crowd of 8,496 at Trustmark Park, the MSU baseball team extended their winning streak to 5 games after defeating in-state rival Ole Miss 8-3. The Bulldogs received dominant pitching performances from junior Lucas Laster, who made his first ever start, and freshman John Lucas. The two only gave up a combined 4 hits. The team was out to get revenge in last night's game after losing their series against the Rebels earlier in the season. The Bulldogs will look to keep their hot streak going when they host Texas A&M in a 3-game series starting tomorrow night. Boxing legend Reuben Hurricane Carter has died. Carter was a middleweight boxer that was wrongly convicted in 1966 of a triple murder in New Jersey. He was imprisoned for 19 years before the charges were dismissed. The cause of death was prostate cancer, and he died while sleeping in his home, according to his friend and co-defendant during the time of the murder conviction, John Artis. A movie was made in 1999 about Carter's life titled The Hurricane, which starred Denzel Washington. Carter was 76 years old. Less than just a year into his campaign, David Moyes is out as the head coach of the Manchester United Red Devils. Moyes came on the scene last June when he replaced Alex Ferguson after United won the Premier League championship. In his first and only season, Moyes led the team to a 7th-place finish in the Premier League standings. Though his contract was supposed to last 6 years, Coach Moyes was officially fired by United on Tuesday morning. Former star player Ryan Giggs will be taking the spot as interim manager until the club is able to find a replacement. The Oakland Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks have agreed on terms to send quarterback Terrell Pryor to the Seahawks in exchange for a 7th-round pick. Pryor was the MVP of the 2010 Rose Bowl and appeared in just 14 games for the Raiders. Pryor's style of play is similar to that of the two main quarterbacks in Seattle, Russell Wilson and Tavares Jackson. At 6'6", weighing 235 pounds with a 4.38 40 speed and versatility, Pryor can bring a boost to whichever side of the ball you ask him to. The Seahawks expect Pryor to contend for the backup position this year. After coaching the track and field program for 25 years, head coach Al Schmidt decided it was finally time to step down and retire. Schmidt will be leaving behind a prolific legacy. In his tenure at MSU, Schmidt coached 39 All-Americans, 35 SEC champions, and 4 NCAA individual titles. Although he is stepping down from his head coach position, Schmidt will still be around the team as the volunteer assistant. His new role will consist of him helping the team in whichever areas he is needed and recommending the coaches which athletes to recruit. When asked what he will miss most about coaching, he said, quote, "I enjoy being able to take someone from ground zero and build him or her all the way up to Mount Everest." He said, "I want to make sure everyone that I coach maximizes their full potential as an athlete," end quote. The MSU volleyball team has added 5 newcomers to join the team in fall. Head coach Jenny Hazelwood announced Monday the Bulldogs have added freshman Chantal Martin, an outside hitter from Germany, Tyra Long, a middle back from Tampa, Florida, Leticia Valente, a middle blocker from Brazil, and Lourdes Rosario, an outside hitter from Puerto Rico, and also a transfer, Shelby Anderton, a setter coming from Middle Tennessee State. Coach Hazelwood had this to say about the players, quote, "This group will have an amazing impact and will definitely help take this program to the next level," end quote. Well, that's all the time I have for us today on Take 30 Sports. Stay tuned, and our very own Desmond Davis sits down with Roxanne Raven.
I just can't concentrate in class. I'm always tired and can't remember anything going on anymore.
I don't want to hang with my friends. I don't have any energy anymore. My head always hurts.
Don't let this fake smile fool you, or else you will never see my real smile.
Germs are found on the common items we touch every day, such as a computer keyboard. The average keyboard has 150 times the recommended limit on bacteria and is 5 times as dirty as a toilet seat.
Bacteria is found on our steering wheels, our doorknobs, and even our cell phones. The best way to keep yourself from getting sick is to wash your hands often and cough into your sleeve instead of your hands. You can keep yourself and your friends healthy this cold and flu season. Do your part, MSU. Let's keep our campus healthy.
You know what you're gonna get? Maddie. Hey, hello, Maddie.
What?
Text messaging has increased 107% in the past year alone.
It's rude. It's dangerous.
Welcome back to Take 30 News. I'm Desmond Davis. In the studio today, we have Mrs. Roxanne Raven, a member of the Student Association's Research and Development Committee here at Mississippi State. Roxanne, can you just tell us a little bit about the Research and Development Committee and what it is that you all do?
Research and Development is a new committee on the cabinet of SA. We were just implemented this last election cycle, and what we do is we're here to serve Mississippi State by helping executive members, helping cabinet members and senators research and develop their ideas, basically. So it's in the name. We write proposals for them. We help them by looking at other universities, contacting other student associations, seeing how they implemented their ideas that are similar to things we want to get here. We also take suggestions from our student body. There's a suggestion box, like an iPad, in the bottom floor of the union that people can leave any ideas that they have for us. And we take care
Do you all
of it.
actually read those comments?
Yes, we do. I wrote a comment and I read my own comments. So I know I can read other comments too.
All right. What are some things? I know this is the first semester that you all are going to be on campus, actually being a part of the Student Association, also cabin. What are some things that you all have proposed, like some proposals that you all have on the board to get this organization up and running?
So our first proposal that we've kind of just gotten through today even was a student activities fee that would go into tuition. Basically what we would do is we'd raise a lot more money that way for our student association and appropriate to other student organized groups. So we would probably take around $8 to $10 from your tuition, not a whole lot, and it would raise around $100,000 or more for our student association and our partners. And again, that's not a concrete idea, it's just something we propose and we'll see if it gets through. But it's just something that we've been working on. Another idea we have is implementing a cab system here that runs Thursday through Friday and Saturday nights to kind of take around some, people who shouldn't be driving around campus, making the streets of Starkville safer, and it would be free for students.
Okay.
Another idea we just have so many, is to have an Eno Park on campus. So it would be poles put up in we're still looking to locations, and people could
Hold on, wait, what are the Enos? The tent thing?
Yes, the hammocks that you can hang from anywhere, basically around trees, around poles, and so we're looking at creating that because it's very popular. You see it a lot.
Okay. Specifically, you are the co-chair of the committee. Can you tell me what some things that you are specifically working on?
Specifically, I am kind of doing the headway on the cab system. We're working really closely with the University of Kentucky on this because they have a system very similar. It saved them $50,000. So we want to do that here as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful Ms. Roxanne Raven, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Coming up next on Take 30 News Entertainment, we have Mr. Zach Miller, who's going to tell us more about fashion here on the campus of Mississippi State University. Keep it locked.
Who would you leave behind? If you're struggling with suicidal thoughts, call the National Suicide Hotline.
In high school, you got away with it. But now, at Mississippi State, do the right thing. Obey the honor code.
The rainforest is home to nearly 2/3 of animal species, and almost half the medicines that we use come from rainforests. But by 2060, nearly all of our rainforests will be gone. So how do we stop it? One way is to recycle. At home, at work, at school. Recycle paper, cans, bottles, and more. Also, save energy by using cold water in the washing machine. Keep your car tuned up and carpool or use public transportation. And finally, spread the word to everyone you know about ways you can save our rainforests.
Welcome back. I'm Zach Miller here with your entertainment news. A local fashion organization hosted their final show for the year last Thursday in the Cotton District. Take 30's Ashlyn Watkins has more.
Mississippi State University's Fashion Board held its final show for the year this past week in the Cotton District. The last show was themed around Beyoncé in a street chic style. Fashion Board hosts a major show each year to top off the end of a great season. The models were excited and ready to wow the audience.
I'm excited to bring just a street chic kind of style to the audience. I think they'll really enjoy the Beyoncé kind of inspired theme and all the cool colors, just the unique styles. So that'll be fun.
The show was titled We Woke Up Like This, bringing fabulous fashion with a natural street and grunge-like vibe. Hours of makeup, hair, and outfit coordinating went into the show. The board used over 14 local shops and boutiques to provide plenty of fashion looks and their own team of hair and makeup geniuses.
Fashion Board is we want to bring New York Fashion Week or just any fashion week like Milan kind of to the Starkville community, but making it unique, and what we want to do is different themes and stuff. So we're a student organization, and it's made up of models, backstage, hair and makeup, and everyone kind of just contributes a special part, and we just want to put on a great show for all the audience and just for everyone to kind of enjoy it.
A vibrant melody of Beyoncé hits were provided by DJ Glowtron. The mood was fun, electric, and upbeat, making for a great atmosphere for audience members. Models wore looks from all different local boutiques to keep the community involved. Overall, people enjoyed a well-put-together show complete with inspiring trends, and audiences were excited for the event and all it brought.
I hope to see a bunch of excitement and different outfits and fun.
After a long day of planning, setting up, and executing such a great event, the Fashion Board hopes to come back next school year with even more unique themes and shows to continue to wow the community. It was a night of fashion, fun, and fierceness. For Take 30 News, I'm Ashlyn Watkins.
Leonardo DiCaprio is one of Hollywood's busiest leading men right now, and that doesn't seem like it will change anytime soon. Leo has at least 9 possible roles lined up right now, including a film on President Woodrow Wilson, one following the life of King Harold, The Last Viking King, a movie on the Romanov family advisor Rasputin, and a film on Steve Jobs. This comes as a surprise after DiCaprio stated in 2013 that he was ready for, quote, a long break. A preschool teacher who tap dances, has perfect clothes and manners, and if you break the law, she just might take you out. That's the principal story for a new Katie Holmes movie called Miss Meadows. The movie follows Holmes as Meadows, who is just your average goody two-shoes, but with a dark secret. James Badge Dale of Iron Man and The Pacific fame will star alongside her as the town sheriff. The film is screening at the Tribeca Film Festival on April 23rd and 24th in New York City. Country music singer Kevin Sharp died at the age of 43. The singer, who recorded multiple chart-topping songs, battled cancer for a few years. He died from complications from past stomach surgeries and digestive issues. Sharp gained fame for his singles titled Nobody Knows, Measure of a Man, and more. After overcoming a rare form of bone cancer, Sharp became a motivational speaker and a spokesperson for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Sharp is survived by his mother and 7 siblings. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we'll tell you how one sorority is making a difference in the lives of children. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Caleb Story, and I'm here with you today to tell you about keeping Mississippi State beautiful. Since 1878, Mississippi State has remained a beautiful and clean campus. Do what I do. Do your part to keep this campus classy and clean.
Procrastination is the destruction of most, if not all, college students. By the time we reach college, we are all experts at avoiding the inevitable. Avoiding homework to get more leisure time sounds like a good idea until the night before when we have to cram. You can avoid becoming a victim to procrastination by assessing the task at hand, scheduling times to work on it, and eliminating distractions.
Don't put off your homework. Do it now.
At the end.
A Brandon, Mississippi senior has been accepted into the United States Military Academy. Emily McGovern, a Brandon High School student, was honored in a ceremony Thursday, March 17, for being accepted into USMA in West Point, New York. McGovern will be receiving a scholarship valued at $400,000. Brandon High School has had 1 student accepted into USMA for the past 4 years. USMA has a 9% acceptance rate, and under 5,000 students get enrolled.
A Mississippi State University sorority brought back their annual late night event to benefit the Children's Miracle Network.
The Phi Mu sorority held their Pizza Stick late night event at their house to benefit Le Bonheur Children's Hospital in Memphis. Phi Mu's philanthropy is Children's Miracle Network.
Well, it's good for us to do these kind of things like the Greek community, to get our charities out there and to raise money for people that are less fortunate than ourselves.
Each ticket for the event cost $5 and included 2 pizza sticks, a cookie, and a drink. The event started at 10 p.m. and ended at 1 a.m. to let students have the opportunity to take a break from homework and get a late-night snack. Guests had the option to dine in or carry out.
I just think it's a great time, like that time you can reach out to the campus, we can get people in and hanging out, and you know, it's not like a formal kind of thing, but you can invite your friends and learn more about like what we're about and our philanthropy and what we support, and not just, you know, the Greeks.
The event also offered music from a local band of Starkville, the Slip-Ups. The Kappa Alpha chapter has this event every spring and fall semester, along with other events, and raises over $30,000 a year for the Le Bonheur Hospital.
FAMU plans to continue to bring awareness to the Starkville community about the Children's Miracle Network.
Scientists at Harvard and the University of California, Santa Cruz are currently studying the possibility of bringing back extinct animals. Researchers are working to breathe life into passenger pigeons and woolly mammoths by using genome editing to rebuild specific genes. These genes will then be combined with DNA of the closest species living today in order to recreate these familiar beasts of the past. But further research is still needed to fully understand if those animals would be able to survive in today's world.
Have you ever wanted to learn how to tie a bow tie or get all spiffy for your lady? Well, one fraternity on campus has offered lessons on how to do just that. The MSU chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi kicked off their Greek week with a program held Monday called A Touch of Class. During this program, attendees were told how to dress for interviews, tie a bow tie, and everyday things like how to put on cologne. Kappa Alpha Psi member Gerald Colston says that he hopes those that attended gained a better understanding of dressing appropriately.
Just the little things on dressing, like the not matching patterns on top of patterns, correct suit size, because you know we're in this day and age we're coming away from the big suits and more the custom fit, slim fit. So just how to dress. It's not necessarily what to dress, what to wear all the time, just how to do it in the correct way.
I mean, the bow tie is what stands out.
The next event for the Kappa Alphas is Shimmy Like a Noob that will be held tonight at 7-Eleven in the Union Ballroom.
Well, we have some breaking news update for you, ladies and gentlemen. The 7-month-old Mississippi infant that we sent, that an Amber Alert was sent, has been found dead. My producers are just telling me that. So that's the update we have. We'll bring you more on Monday's show. Well, that's all that we have for you today on Take 30 News. Thank you for watching and joining us with us today. Be sure to follow us both on our Facebook, Twitter page, and also on our Instagram.
You can follow us at Take 30 News and be sure to watch us right here on MSU TV every Monday and Wednesday, 4 p.m. to stay informed on the latest news around the area. Until next time, thanks for watching.